What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Unless this happens to be your very first time here, come on in, take a seat. It's so nice to meet you. My name is Abigail. I do musical reactions here on YouTube on the first take, completely blind, and I'm so happy to say that we are reacting to another expedited Buy Me a Coffee request. This one is brought to you by Cam. Hi, Cam. I am still coming down from your last reaction request that you sent in. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how we're going to top that. It is my favorite reaction of the day thus far, but what Cam requested this time around is a new artist to learn on the channel. Pierce the Veil. Hell Above is the song. I have heard of Pierce the Veil. I have not heard their music enough to name a single song, but I've heard the name Pierce the Veil. So I don't know. Hell Above came out 12 years ago. At least it was uploaded 12 years ago. 33 million views. 33 million views. So this is my introduction to Pierce the Veil. Typically how we do it on this channel is that we'll watch the video twice together. The first watch will have stops and pauses just so I can give you my thoughts and commentary in real time as it comes to me. However, if you stick around for the second watch, we will watch the entire video nonstop all the way through. That's when I'll take some notes and then we'll talk about it after. But this is a new artist, so I don't know if they're independent. I don't know if they're signed and with whom, if that label is strict or lenient. I don't know. I'll find out after I upload this one. But depending on what happens on the upload and whether or not I get detected by copyright flags, I may or may not have to fast forward through that second nonstop watch. But fear not, guys, we're going to put this up on Patreon, where you not only get early access to all of my reactions, plus a ton of free reactions, but you also get to watch without the fast forwarding, without any watermarks if I have to add them. So should you choose to check out my Patreon page, I do truly appreciate the support. Thank you in advance for even considering to take a look. But I digress, because we need to dive into Pierce the Veil. Cam blew me away with the last one. I really don't know how he's going to top that one. But let's see. I don't know Pierce the Veil. I don't know them yet. I'm about to find out. So let's go ahead and pull it up here. Did I check the quality? Nope, I did now. So let's go ahead and bring up the video. I give you Pierce the Veil, Hell Above. Doing some push-ups with or some burpees? What are they called? Before the show? Blurpee. Okay. Say, what an intro already, my goodness. So we got to see just we got to hear the crowd, chanting for Pierce the Veil. They're walking through, they find their dressing room, they're getting pumped up, they're doing blurpees. I think they're called burpees. I don't know. Regardless, they're doing push-ups or something, getting pumped up for the show. And then they actually get out here, and I'm hearing some screams already, which I can't say too much about because we haven't heard that much about it yet. But look, the crowd is here. We're amped up. We need to dive more into this. So let's just, I'm going to go back just a little bit. Oh yeah, they're taking photos. They're signing stuff. So cool. Let's keep going. Hear that drum? Wow. Wow, the range. Wow. He sounds really young to me. Is he really young? I mean, I guess if I'm looking at him too, sure, he looks young, but he sounds young to me. His range is incredible. He was really getting up there, so much so that I had to just test to see if I can hit that high note that he hit. Um, and that was quite impressive in itself. Otherwise, maybe it's just the hat backwards. I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's the first time I'm seeing him. He looks young to me. I don't know if he actually is or not. I'm 37. I don't know how old he is, but crazy vocals. I'm trying to learn the band here. I'm trying to see, can't see nothing right now. It is way too bright. Um, but I'm trying to see more of the band. Is it 3 plus the drummer? Okay. All right. Well, I'll try to pay attention to more of the rest of the band and what they're doing. Right now, I'm just blown away by the vocals. Let's just keep going a little bit more. I heard that bass. Oh, I hear you, bass. Hello, bass. Harmonies. Fun. Okay, so I was trying to pay attention to the rest of the band. Oh my gosh. At one point, I definitely heard the bass out of everybody and everything. I was like, hello, bass, because that part was sick. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. So I was listening to the rest of the band members. I heard the bass. I was noticing backup vocalists from, I think, might have been the bassist, actually. I'll have to double check to see if it was the bassist or the electric guitarist. Otherwise, I'm loving the harmonies that I'm hearing so far. The main singer's voice is very high pitched for me. In the sense that he's really staying up there. He's really, really staying up there. It's crazy how he could do that. But accompanied with the other vocalists, it sounds really pretty. But my preferred vocals are tend to be lower than that. He sounds a little here instead of here. But I don't know. Maybe there's different sides of his voice. We need to listen to some more for sure. I think the bridge is coming up here soon enough. So they're very silly. Let's see what's gonna go on in the bridge here. They're partying. Is that the same guy? No, because he's singing. Who's screaming? Who's screaming? comes the build. That was an interesting bridge. Vocally, he didn't change too much. However, I heard a layering of screaming coming from whom? I don't know, because the main singer was singing these very pretty long notes. So if he's doing that, who is it that's providing the screams? They didn't put the camera on him once, so I didn't see any other mouths moving. Especially with growls like that, you'd be able to like really see who it was, but I didn't notice. So I'll need that answered at the end of the video, or during the second whatever. Anyway, interesting bridge. I didn't expect the main singer to keep singing so beautifully, especially these long notes that he's holding out. But it was layered with the screams that I mentioned earlier, so it made it sound big and powerful, which is usually the breakdown, which is usually the bridge. So very cool. I can't wait to hear that part again on the second run. I won't rewind it right now. Let's just go back and finish out the song. Here we go. Wow. Hear the bass again. Woo! That was him? They just push his voice back? Okay. Well, I don't even know if that was really a scream, technically. I don't know. I thought I heard a scream towards the end there. It was a little pushed back, so I'm not sure if it was just him singing how he had been the whole time, but they pushed it back and it did sound a little grittier. I have to hear it again. Dang it. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I have many questions. I am going to watch this video nonstop. If you are with me on Patreon, for sure, we get to watch it nonstop. YouTube, it's up in the air. I won't know until I upload it, but because most of the time I don't get away with it on YouTube, I'm going to safely assume that I'm going to have to fast forward here. And see you in 5 seconds for the final review. I will be paying attention to my questions, seeing if I can answer them myself, seeing if I notice the more of the vocals, and we'll go from there. So for now, YouTube, I'll see you in 5 seconds for the final review. Here we go. Okay, so I do have questions. My main question is there more than one main singer? I'd like to know if anybody else is screaming or if it's just the main vocalist, because I caught him screaming a couple times, especially towards the end there, but it was so pushed back, which made me sad a little bit because I want to hear you scream. But other than that, that's one of my main questions. What else? I think my favorite part of this song is just the electric guitar riff that I was hearing throughout, especially towards the end there where it's super clear. It was just very, very catchy to me. I liked it, and it was persistent. It was consistent throughout. What else? I noticed the confetti in the beginning of the performance. I feel like most times the confetti is saved for the end. But no, they wanted to get the party started early, so that's fine. That's cool. Other than that, I think I need to hear more vocals from the main vocalist, because he stayed in, I think, he stayed in one range of his voice. He stayed pretty high up, but he stayed there. I'd like to see what else he can do vocally. The screams were cool. I didn't realize it was him because he sounded so different, and just because they were pushed back or layered. The bridge, for example, he was holding out these long notes, and then the screams were there, but they were pushed back. And I wasn't sure if it was him because obviously he's holding out the long notes. Is there backtracking going on? I assume, unless there is somebody else in the band screaming, that is my main question. And then once that gets answered, and I won't be so confused for the next one, we can enjoy it even more, I assume. But thank you so much to Cam for introducing us to this band. Thank you so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this reaction, like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out the Patreon link as well as the Discord link in the description below, and I will see you next time. Bye.